know that nobody here today, nobody, including me, is here because we're worried about the future of the Republican Party. I love this party, but we're here together for something bigger. We're here together because we're worried about the future of America. Now, I happen to believe that we're in a battle for freedom in this country. It's the same battle that founded our country. It's the same battle that James Madison reaffirmed in the Bill of Rights. And here we are today. Because we know that a government and a country that has to surrender its sovereignty to its bondholders can't guarantee prosperity or freedom to anybody. And a country that surrenders and buries its kids in an avalanche of debt can't rest in any vestige of the moral high ground. What this country is starving for is not people that are in love with the sound of their own voice. We don't want a president that's in love with the reflection in the mirror. We want a president that's in love with following through with their promises to the people of this country.
We know every 4 years we do this great interview process where we decide who's going to be the leader of the free world. And over the last 4 years, the president's got a resume, and he's interviewing now to get re-up, for another 4 years. His resume that he's presenting to the 8.2 million Virginians and the 300 million plus Americans goes something like this. Over the last 4 years, the resume says that he's had an 8% unemployment rate for 42 months, that we've got the lowest number of new businesses and new startups and new entrepreneurs in the last 30 years. I'd say that's not very good, Mr. President. We also have spending that is out of control, debt of $16 trillion and growing, deficits of over $1 trillion a year, the largest new amount of debt in the history of an American president, over $5 trillion being added onto by Obamacare. I don't think that's very good. We have an energy policy that is virtually nondescript. More regulations from the EPA, the Employment Prevention Agency, you may have heard of them, that continue to undermine the coal industry, the natural gas industry, the nuclear industry. President won't let us drill off the Virginia coast to use all of our God-given natural resources to be able to promote energy independence. I don't think that's a good idea. I look at that resume and only two words come to mind. You're fired! With the Romney Ryan team in 2012 for the United States of America.
Now we're witnessing a nation in debt, further in doubt, deeper in despair. Now we're seeing a country where after the recession, the so-called recovery is the worst we've seen in 70 years. Unemployment above 8% the entire time. We have had the largest deficits and the biggest government since World War II. Nearly 1 out of 6 Americans today is living in poverty. That's the worst we've seen in a generation. Household incomes are down. Unemployment is up. You know what the good news is? It doesn't have to be this way. We can turn this thing around.
Yeah!
You know how we do that?
Bring out jobs.
We elect a leader. Yeah. We elect a leader. Because right now, we need leadership. We don't need attack. We don't need blame. We need leadership. We need someone of principle, someone of achievement, someone of integrity. That man is standing next to me. His name is Mitt Romney, and he's going to be saved the Olympics, and he did it, and we're all proud of that moment. When he was governor of Massachusetts, the credit rating of Massachusetts was upgraded. For the first time in our history, the credit rating of America under President Obama's leadership was downgraded. When he was governor of Massachusetts, unemployment went down. Under Barack Obama, it's going up. And when he was governor of Massachusetts, incomes, household incomes, family incomes went up. They've gone down $4,000 over the past 4 years. Now, President Obama cannot run on this record. It's a terrible record to run on. And he didn't change. I've served in Congress this whole time. He didn't tack to the middle. He didn't do things that were centrist. He stayed hard left. So if he can't run on this record, if he didn't moderate, what's he got left? He's going to divide and distract this country to win an election by default. And you know what? We're not going to fall for that. We see that hope and change has become a tactic lane, but we know better. And being here in this great state of Virginia, a state that those of us who are all Americans are in debt to, the cradle of so many of our great founders. One of the best said, our rights come from nature, and nature's God. They don't come from government. That's the idea.
This is a man whose character was formed early. He was in high school when his dad suddenly passed away. And he matured quickly in a setting like that with a family that surrounded him and helped him, and a community that helped him regain his footing. He began with interest in public service, not because of personal ambition, but because of his passion and faith for America, and a belief that America needed individuals who would put the country first, would put the issues of America ahead of the issues of their personal concerns. And so he went to Washington. And for 14 years, he's been battling in Washington as a leader. And he's found some extraordinary capacity there, which is one, to be an intellectual leader in our party. You know, he's one of those that really understands how government works, how it can be tamed, how we can restore to the people of America the rights and powers of our people, how states are the places where new ideas are developed and tested and grown. He understands the Constitution. And he's done something that very few people in Washington learn how to do. He's made friends on both sides of the aisle. He's garnered respect from Republicans and Democrats. And when there are big issues that come up, like how do we save Medicare, instead of doing what the president did, which is cutting it by $700 billion. That's what President Obama did. This man said, I'm going to find Democrats to work with. Found a Democrat to co-lead a piece of legislation that makes sure we can save Medicare. Republicans and Democrats coming together. He's a man who has great ideas and the capacity to lead, to find people across the aisle to work together to make things change for the American people. I have to tell you, I'm happy today. I hope you're happy. I'm happy today. The Democrats are working very hard today. They're pulling out all their books. They're looking at every vote. They're interviewing everybody in this neighborhood. They're not going to find anything, but they're doing all that work. They're getting ready because their campaign has been all about bringing America's perspective on this race as low as they possibly can make it.
That's right.
This is a man who appeals to the better angels of the American people. Asks us to lift ourselves. We're going to talk about issues and a vision for America, and not drag down the dirt like they're sitting for the Obama campaign. We love America. We love America. We're not going to besmirch the office of the presidency by succumbing to the kind of attacks and violent charges that are coming from the Democrats. We're going to keep talking about what has to be done to restore the greatness of America, and that includes to have faith in our institutions, to restore trust in them. And this man and I are not going to, in any way, in any day, lose your trust. We will honor with dignity and courage the responsibility you give us as the leaders of your party. who goes to, let's say, community college, gets additional skills, and is able to get a promotion. I give that person the credit for doing so. And if you're so lucky as to have taken a risk and you started a business and you employ people, congratulations. We want more people reaching, lifting, trying to be better. What America does. Just as Paul said, when the founders drafted that Declaration of Independence, and I happen to believe they were both brilliant and inspired, they said that it was not government that gave us our rights, it was our Creator that gave us our rights. And among those rights were life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. In this nation, we're free to pursue happiness as we choose. We do not look to government to tell us how to do it. We don't get credit for government for what we achieve. We look at our hearts, our family, our friends, our associates. We look at excellence in every individual. I love this country, the principles on which it was founded. I'm watching a president who's trying to change America. That was his slogan, change. I'm not sure we had it exactly in mind, but he was thinking he's changing us into something we might not recognize. I don't want to become Europe. I want to keep America the hope of the earth by staying America. Are going to work tirelessly between now and November 6th, and hopefully for 8 years thereafter, to do everything in our power to get America on the right track again, to help people find more jobs with more take-home pay, to get our schools better, to get us on track to be energy independent in North America, not have to buy any oil from Venezuela or the Middle East. We're going to do everything we can to keep America strong, a strong America. Strong values, strong families, a strong economy, a strong military. Strong America is the best ally peace has ever known. We're going to bring America back and keep us the shining city on the hill. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming, man. Good luck, Paul.